This is classic American guy, ex-British.
I love it.
Lightning, buddy, just like a hurricane.
If I was ever going to be a lead singer, if I was going to choose that, which is still a possibility, I'm still weighing the options of should I just go full band.
We could start a band, but Lou only knows 3 chords.
It's fine.
Mikey can play the guitar.
If I was going to be lead singer, that's the style. You know you want to. I want you to do the same. Me and you.
Blur, dude.
Yeah, I love it.
Dude, was that Blur?
I like Bobby's British. That was great.
You know me and Mike, we love each other deep, and that's what we got to do is love each other deep again.
I will
It's
say,
lonely.
it is the reason I hate Green Day.
I like that a lot.
I've never liked Green Day. I don't like that he chooses to sing in a British accent. Stupid.
I kind of love it.
Yeah, Brandon Flowers is from Vegas.
This is fake.
Yeah, he's not British.
Yeah,
Oh,
but he puts on a Britishy thing when he sings.
No, he's from Little Britain in Vegas.
Black Lou just caught me holding my own ribs.
Oh, turn it up to a little bit. This is the best part.
This is Finance Bro Happy Hour Jaeger Bomb Rock.
Absolutely, dude.
And that's why I hate it.
Oh, yeah. Passport Bros.
This is.
Who's going to see Patty's Day in Hoboken? What are Passport Bros, Black Lou? I keep looking at this. Is it guys who go overseas to meet fine-ass Thai women or something, bring them home?
It's new to me too, man.
You never heard the term on World Star even?
I saw it
on
one
World Star
time.
constantly.
What is it?
Passport Bro.
Passport Bros, they're calling them now.
Well, they go to other countries and bang?
Well, I don't think bang. I think the idea is to bring them back.
Oh, you bring them back.
Are you unfamiliar too, Lou?
For others to bang?
I prefer to date foreign women because Western women have been influenced, basically because they're more submissive.
Oh, because those bitches know how to listen.
Those bitches.
Got you. Got you.
They're all hyphy like us.
They still ain't got
American
shit
ladies.
between their ears over
Yeah,
there.
you guys have too much shit.
Yeah.
Too many things.
I had to hit Christine 4 times before she cleans.
They only open their mouth for
The
cack.
first 3, she's still fighting back. She's like, no. I go, God damn it, you are too American.
I never had to hit Dawn because her father did the right thing. Raised
Yeah?
her right, yeah.
Oh, good. Molested her and shit, so she's afraid of stuff?
No.
Oh.
I'm sorry. We have the wrong
the wrong right
we have
thing.
the wrong right thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
dude.
thought she's like, she'll never leave you out of fear because she was molested.
No,
viciously.
Dawn was never molested. I wish she was. She'd be a little more kinky in the bedroom.
I know, right?
Yeah, tit, puss, lick, eat.
Good night. Bobby, wait, are you talking about my new game is taking over the world, mouth, pussy, ass, hand? Here's 5 guys. Who gets hand, who gets mouth, pussy, and ass? Mouth, pussy, ass, hand. Everyone's new favorite game. America's new favorite game.
I do love that game. I wish we did consult with you before our game.
You like Green Day?
I like Green Day. I do.
I
And
don't
you know
like.
what?
I don't really seem to like them.
I don't like them.
When I heard them on Howard, I didn't find it even more appealing. And usually, a good interview from Howard will make you go like, okay. They make me like the guy from LFO on Howard Stern. He was great. Ryan Filippi, he made great on Howard Stern. I don't know, man. Those guys just like I think they're like whatever people that would hate ZZ Top. I can see him having the same argument here.
Yeah.
It's like a 3-man band that just writes the same song 75 times. And I like ZZ Top though.
Well, maybe I'll hate
But
them.
I don't like this.
Well, maybe I'll hate them. Tell me why you think they wrote the same 3 songs?
Let me tell you why.
American
I hate
Idiot.
I hate his. If you're gonna do the thing, do the thing. Marilyn Manson. Next time I see him, I don't care if he's 70. Put the fucking makeup on. Dude, I think he lost weight too, Marilyn Manson. So it looks like he's skinny in pictures I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Which, hey, maybe I'm wrong, Jacob. I didn't say I'm betting on it, but he looks pretty skinny in pictures, Marilyn Manson.
When Christina's YouTube up, she has the same thumbnail photo of him with a giant chin.
Who?
Marilyn Manson.
Oh, yeah.
It's always in the corner, and it just looks terrible.
Yeah, for sure. But his new pictures he's putting out, he looks pretty slim. I think he's sober, too.
I like Green Day.
But here's the thing, Green Day's thing, I don't believe when he puts the dark around his eyes, when his thing just like...
They come from punk rock, though. They were a hardcore punk rock band, and their fans originally
No, it was
turned
always
on
that kind of punk rock.
No, they were punk. They had a punk rock
It's
face.
this kind of punk.
Mall punk.
Yeah.
Beach punk.
Beach punk.
I like beach punk.
I love.
Do you like
hate
real
it.
punk? Do you like Circle Jerks and Minor Threat
Love
and all
Circle
those guys?
Jerks.
Like
You
all
know
the
that.
hardcore dickhead
Yeah.
fucking.
Dude, we should get a garage and do some up in fucking Westchester.
I like Circle Jerks with.
Come on.
I like Circle Jerks with Mega Threat. I don't want Minor Threat. Dude. I want Mega Threat.
Mega Threat. I don't like Green Day because it just reminded me of the people that like Green Day in high school. Mall
Listen, I got the
people.
album. I got the Dookie album.
I like Dookie album.
And it's like, listen, they're good. I'm never disputing that. If you've made it that level, you're not good as a band. Their thing has just never been.
Yeah.
I like Red Hot Chili Peppers more than them, and I do not really dig that either.
Green Day more.
I think I don't know. I think I like them the same, but I think I would rather go see. I mean, I'd rather go see Red Hot Chili Peppers live than Green Day
Sure.
because I don't want to be bouncing up and down the whole fucking time.
No.
But
You want to see Flea's wiener. It's
yeah,
been your thing.
100%.
I have to say, I've seen Green Day twice, but I saw them on the American Idiot tour, and it blew me away. It was one of the best concerts I've been to. I mean, they just perform their
good.
asses
I bet they do.
off.
Listen,
I-
I think
oh,
Blink
really?
182
It was
sucked shit,
unbelievable.
but I saw them live just by chance because they were part of a festival. Blink 182, and I was like, when I walked out of there, I was like, I mean, they were fun live.
Yeah, kind of show.
They put on a show.
That's about
American-
the time you were my girl.
I love that too.
And then I said, I met you at the mall.
I love that music too. I love
mean,
voices.
Blink-
I love songs that.
I fingered you in the dressing room at Forever 21.
You got dropped off by your dad.
I love it.
Blink
the
182
mall.
and Green Day are like the same.
Also, that music
Yeah.
ages so bad, which is the funniest thing in the world. I like that so much. Having to watch Disturbed go on stage now in that song, is it Voices? We're in the middle of it. Or no, it might be their most famous. Ooh, wah. In the middle, if he does the whole song, he has to go, no, mommy, I don't want to do this thing. Ow, stop, just I want to live my life. Just let me, please don't hurt me, mommy, you hurt me. Ow. And then he starts going, mommy, you gotta die. Die. It's just so like a...
That is silly.
Papa Roach has to go, I know my mother loves me, but does my daddy even care?
Right before the show, he's on the phone with his dad's nurse.
He's 57.
Got great temples, dude. It's so funny to see that.
He's like, no, Dad, I love you. We'll play Pinochle tomorrow. I'm
Dude.
about to walk on stage.
Oh my God. Older adult, mature adult, teenage angst. You still have to bring it up on stage.
Yeah, that is silly.
I think Korn almost, when I see their set list, they kind of shy away. They really don't play the teenager angst, you hurt me daddy songs. They really don't play those too much. They just kind of do like the, newer stuff and shit that makes sense, but like not too much of like the depressy
Right.
like shit at all. But I mean, some of these bands, their biggest thing was that.
I mean, that was their whole career, a lot of them.
You know what I mean? It's so funny to have a song called Last Resort about killing yourself. Everyone in the band's still kicking it.
Well, that's like the Who.
Alive and
Like, I
kicking.
hope I die before I get old. Yet they're doing like 5 reunion tours. It's like Pete Townsend and Roger Daltrey get wheeled out there, and they're like, I hope I die today.
He goes, we won't be fooled again. He goes, although I did get messed with this African banking scam recently because I don't understand how Facebook works. Looks like I got fooled again.
Tip my hat to the new revolution that doesn't like the vaccine because it's probably fake.
Yeah, it's also too, rock stars get older and become like Republican-y. Like they do become right-wing guys.
Van Morrison and Eric Clapton both got all fucking political. It's like, all right, Van Morrison, you fucking Blarney Stone, yeah.
I think I speak for John Lennon when I say he would have loved Trump 2024.
Imagine America great again.
Without Yoko.
Imagine America great. Imagine America great again.
Imagine borders shut down.
Kanye West is vice president. Woo-woo.
Imagine white people in the kitchen.
It's easy if you try.
Imagine no voter fraud.
Is this Green Day live? Is this what you saw?
No, I can't find a clear video from what I saw. This is the 2015 Hall of Fame.
Oh God,
That blew me away. When I saw Green Day was inducted in the Hall of Fame, I was like, number one, I'm old. Number two, how the fuck were they old enough to be in the Hall of Fame.
They're
It was
old.
9 years
I know.
ago
I didn't
they were
realize
inducted.
They're what is it? They've been around for 30 years.
93.
You gotta-
94,
What's it?
93,
18 years
94?
after your
93 or 4, yeah. For
18
sure.
years
I thought
after
it was-
your
They've been
first
famous
album?
since
Or
then,
24?
right?
25.
That's when that album came out, and they were famous immediately after that album.
It has to be 20
Yeah, but you were saying
years.
before about
Is
their
that what it
fans
was, 20
turning on
years?
them because it's the perfect. I think I told you that, where it's like it's the perfect example of when they did say on Stern. I found that interesting. It's like people want to possess something when it's small, but their job when they're your fans, though, when you do that level, is to go spread the word and be like, dude,
Yeah.
you got to hear this new band. And then when they go, they are great, they're popular. Everyone's like, fuck those sellout pieces of shit. It's exactly, you can't help it.
Yeah, that's like Bargatze's joke. He's like, I don't hate Walmart. It's just a mom and pop that made it.
Yeah. It was just a mom and pop store that made it. Yeah, at some point it was just a store.
Yeah.
They had Kerplunk came out in 91, and
Yeah, but they've
they've been popular since 94.
Dookie's the album.
Yeah.
I like how
The album is
Well,
Dookie.
nothing
Yeah,
came off of
Dookie.
Kerplunk.
That's when
No.
they were like you were talking about, Bobby. That's when they were playing like skate
You
parks.
could, you can tell.
Play a little
that's-
Kerplunk.
Their album is fan art.
Yeah, totally.
Play
some-
Kerplunk. I bet it sucks dick.
It's exactly what. It's exactly. This is Green
Dookie.
Day. This is Dookie Part 1.
Said thou be blay blue blue, slumbalooby zoo, skateboard wanky danky bluesy bloppy.
They're from California.
Hang on.
Chain wallet,
Welcome to Paradise is on here.
horizontal stripes on my shirt, spiky hair, none of my socks match.
So Welcome to Paradise was a hit, but maybe it became a hit.
It was on this.
Yeah, it was.
They
I mean, this is a pretty
They
sick
redid
song.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Was this this was on this album?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Let me see.
I
But
didn't
they
either.
must have redone it for a
Look if
newer
it's on
album.
Dookie.
Yeah, it's definitely on Dookie.
It is on Dookie. Yeah.
Wow,
So
they,
put
they
it-
fucking
remade
double
it.
dipping
Yeah, they
on
remade
Welcome
it
to
there.
Paradise.
It's a good song.
It is a good song.
Yeah,
I love
it's a
so
good.
much
I'm
of it.
saying they have a lot of good songs that are good. I just don't want to hear them really ever. I'd never
feel
put
the
this
same way.
on. If it comes on, if I was driving and it was on Lithium, it doesn't make me immediately change the channel.
But
I
you
leave
would,
this on.
but you would never pick them to open up the show.
No, not unless it was for a reason. For
To make
something,
fun of
like or the words meant something. If we were having on a lunatic, you could play basket case. Or
American
something like
Idiot, you don't like?
that. It's fine.
Or you don't like it?
It's just not, whatever their genre is ain't my thing.
I don't know. I like it. It's a
American
little,
Idiot was so cool because there was a rock opera, so it was like a whole new.
Is it
piece,
a
and
rock
was like a
opera?
grown-up thing.
What's the opera
let her
about?
get it out before you turn
What's
on
the
her.
opera
No, in the
about?
same way like Tommy is a rock opera. Like,
But
it
I know
has a
the
whole
story of
theme.
Tommy. What's the story of American Idiot?
American Idiot.
Similar to Tommy.
He left his
Yeah.
he left his
Everyone,
Pacific
you are
Sunwear.
letting
I'm
her off
telling
so
you.
easy.
Hang on.
I go, what is the thing? Only Jacob caught it.
He left
I
his
go,
Pacific
what's the
Sunwear bag at Wetzel's Pretzels.
I said, what's the story of American Idiot? She goes, American Idiot.
It's about an idiot from America.
What's it about?
I don't know it that well.
You saw it live.
I did see it live, and I knew the album, but I'm
You
like,
can't
I
call it a
don't-
rock opera. It's not a rock opera.
Yeah,
But
that
it
was in her
was. That was what it
sniffing
was.
glue
Well,
days.
was
read the
on-
synopsis right there.
It was on Broadway, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So it was a
Yeah, it was. It was. That's
What's
like what
the-
that type of
read it.
dubbed a
punk
punk
rock
rock opera
Okay.
by the band members.
Follows the story of Jesus of Suburbia.
Yeah, the lower middle class American adolescent anti-hero. It expresses the delusionment and descent of a
Hate it.
generation that came
How,
of age.
how do you
It's just
hate
like-
anything? You're a Dead fan.
Because the Dead's
True.
great.
That's just
Let's get
bullshit.
into it, Bobby. I've been dying. I tell you, I bite
Dead.
the steering wheel sometimes when I hear you talk about the Dead.
Listen, the Dead stink.
No, they don't.
They suck.
No, they don't.
I hate the
Why
way-
does Bobby's? I
Yeah.
don't like the Grateful Dead,
I don't. Grateful Dead doesn't like you.
but it doesn't make
How
you
do you
want to
know?
bite the steering wheel. Why does Bobby's? Because I got to be honest with you, we're trying to get to the bottom of what's going on with Bobby. Because individually, there's a few people that just come at him for no goddamn
I
reason.
love them. I'm scared to death of them.
That's what I'm saying.
scared
You're
of
scared
me?
to death.
Yeah.
What
Why
is
are you
Bobby
scared of
putting
me?
out
Because
there
of
that I'm
your
not seeing?
eyes.
Because he seems like the most gentle soul.
I love you, and
Why
I.
are you
and
scared of me?
Well, because I don't know. I think early on I
What?
wanted
Could
you
you
to
kill it,
like
Will?
me, and I didn't get invited to your picnics, and then I'm like,
That
Bobby
fucking
doesn't-
barbecue really fucked up a lot of people.
yeah.
It's the burden of being the barbecue person. I've lived it.
Yeah, but it really fucked up a lot of people, like still have shit against me for not inviting.
I don't
me to
have
the party.
shit against
I
you.
invited 60 people to the party.
Wait, which barbecue?
My
wow,
barbecue.
that's a
of them?
lot of
60
people to
people
not
and we
be
weren't
one
invited?
of them.
You were invited. You were
Bobby,
there.
don't say those kind of numbers, buddy. That's crazy. When you say a number like that, if you go,
No, you
dude,
have-
I had
You
25
invited
people.
everybody.
You went, I invited friends of friends of friends.
No, you have to display.
Dude, I rented my neighbor's house to invite more people.
You were, dude, you were 63 though.
Yeah,
No,
but
I'm not scared.
I had half of. It was Max's birthday, so it's half his friends and their dumb parents.
Oh, and you know Mike's not allowed to be that close
And
to
then-
little boys.
And then my group of friends. But I've had two groups of friends: Colin Quinn, Rich Voss, Keith Robinson, Jim Norton. That's my group with whoever they brought.
You combine those worlds?
And then Jay,
You like Keith and
Lewis,
Max's friends?
Lewis, Joe, Dan. I had to invite.
Well, can I say something about this sectioning?
Well,
you've done?
I didn't section you guys. You guys are my friends, my groups of friends. One's from a different generation. The other one's from a younger generation.
But where, and I mean, it's a real question.
Yeah.
Where do I fall? Exactly. It's an interesting question because when you describe those two groups, I'm like, it seemed like in the beginning of my career, I would be sitting at the table with you, Keith,
but before
Voss, blah blah blah, because that's I was in, but I also was like I was young in that world, so I kind of like the friends I made were the people doing exactly what I was doing, and also slightly behind. You know what I mean? Like Dave and Lewis being a couple years behind me.
Right, exactly. So I sat at that table with Billy, Patrice, Keith, Voss, Norton, Colin, Geraldo for a number of years
Before we ever
and
showed up.
Before you were there,
Yeah.
we were kind of that thing, being at the cellar, and then you guys started trickling in.
Yeah,
Then-
when we came there, it was known like, you want to go, like, Keith, you guys are coming in, I'm bringing you to the back table.
the table didn't exist when we started.
Yeah, it was
ju-
just,
it was just-
back table. Then,
and
and
the
then
cellar
eventually
was-
they put a piece of paper on it that said for the comics.
The cellar was a shitty club.
Yeah.
It was
No, I
the,
always
it was
thought
the
people-
bad club to work in the city. The Strip was the main club to work.
I like the
Comic
strip a lot, but when I came here though, the thing to get into was the cellar because of the level of comic that was there. It was like every other club in the sense that it was done like by the time it got to midnight, it was like any other club that would happen where the show has been going since 9 p.m. And or 7 p.m. if they didn't make it 2 shows, but the 9 o'clock would go to like 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
And so people were genuinely, some people would trickle in, but by midnight, it was somewhere like 40 people there. And then by the time I would go on, many times, like 12 to 20 people there. Like
It's crazy. that
Before
it was
you
just
showed
one long
up,
show.
I was the 145 spot.
Yeah,
Me
yeah.
and Garfield would always be either or. 145.
It would be me and
And-
Attell for the longest time.
And then when you guys came up, I was hosting. I think I was I hosting at that point?
No, you were spots.
I hosted a lot of years too.
That was almost, I hosted too. That was sort of the way in. That's
That
where
was the
I
way
was supposed
in.
to host.
If you were really funny, she'd make you a host because you could go up and after anybody and keep the show going.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that
But then
seemed
when
like
you
the
guys
true way
came in, I became friends with you first. Then I think Joe. You and Joe became a friend. Me and Joe became really close.
DeRosa, yeah,
Well, he
yeah.
lived in my neighborhood. And
Well,
then-
Joe, I brought from Philly. Joe moved in with me.
Right, and
out
then-
of Philly, and I brought him. That was your first time meeting him. Was that gig? I asked you guys if I could bring DeRosa to
right.
this college with us. If you wouldn't mind, he could like almost host it because I was going to open for him and Bill Burr at small college show, whatever. And we did it, and that was the night we went to that strip club that was definitely a house.
Troy, New York.
And DeRosa DeRosa was kicked out because he spoke to the manager about the girl giving like a shitty lap dance for the money he
You're
gave.
supposed to get right when they announced 2 lap dances for the price of 1.
Oh my
They'd also, by the way, told us at one point at time we were there for like 10 minutes or so, and then they go, something got different, and they closed a door.
That was me because I went to the owner. I go, hey,
Can we smoke?
It's right when New York was like, you can't smoke inside. I go, hey, can we smoke? And then he did a Bronx tale. He goes, went over the door, locked it. He goes, you can now.
Yeah.
Locked the door, and I just lit up and started smoking. It was the best.
It's a house. It's a row home. It's attached. It was called Cloud 9. I'll never forget that. And it's just next to it is a house.
Yeah.
Shit neighborhood.
Wow.
It was a shit neighborhood.
They had glass windows in the front, like a storefront.
Yeah.
But they were just blacked out.
Yeah.
So we actually walked by and go, "What's this?" And we heard music, and we went in and we're like, "Oh, it's a strip club."
Holy
and
shit.
it was like, I think 2 people there. Maybe
Oh,
one.
it was
maybe one dude.
light.
It was light.
It was like, but I mean, the stage, like the steps upstairs, were like house steps upstairs. What's crazy about the whole thing is, as much as this was a house, when you walk out, there's a gift shop.
A gift shop?
No.
Like
It was
like a DVD store.
It was a porn
store, yeah.
Porn store with dildos.
Like a strip club gift
so
shop.
So you
That's
walk
great.
in the front, out the back, and it was porn and dildos.
So, but what happened was, I never told you the story before. This
Troy,
is
New
great.
York,
So
huh?
we're there, and the show's great, by the way. They locked that door. These girls took their bottoms off, started dildoing.
No, what happened was, as soon as they locked the door, they knew they had a bunch of young bucks in there, and the stage was a pit.
Yeah.
It was a pit.
right in front of the stairs.
So all of a sudden, the guy was like on the radio, "Guys, get ready for what's going to happen." And the girl went and got a duffel bag.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
the
they
duffel
went
bag.
up, 2 girls into the pit, and they started going nuts. And then they started taking out stuff from the bag, and they started to do it. But as they're doing more progressively worse stuff in the pit, they would dim the lights down. So we're sitting there, and they're dimming the lights, and then as soon as we got to it, they were just about to put something in. The girl was about to put something in the other girl. He'd be like, the lights would go so far down. He'd be like, "If you want the lights up, start tipping, fellas."
Oh, wow.
And we just started throwing. And as you threw more money in, the lights went
Brilliant.
back up. And they did that like 3 times.
We're having a ball. I don't even like strip clubs, but we're having a ball.
It was the greatest strip club night ever.
And they go, I don't know, where DeRosa liked strip clubs, I guess, at the time, because he didn't have any more money than I had. And so when they say things like 2-for-1 lap dances, that doesn't even register with me, because I'm like, no, I'm here at the table with the guys. Like,
they got us all whipped up with this dildo,
Sure.
dimming the lights, bringing it back up. We were at the end of it. They were like, "All right, guys, 2-for-1 lap dances upstairs, private show." So I went over to smoke because I'm not really into lap dances. I think they're annoying.
Yeah.
And DeRosa went up. I think Burr went up too.
Maybe, but DeRosa definitely went up.
Yeah, he went up, and then I think me and you were smoking. We're just sitting there smoking, and all of a sudden we see the girl come running down, and then DeRosa behind her, and he's got that DeRosa, I can smell shit, but I don't know where it is face.
Yeah.
And he walks over and he starts talking to the manager,
Who's this little fat guy in a suit?
and he got. I guess he went up not as fast, so he got a 1.5
The song started.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but somewhere he complained about something about.
She didn't do a whole 2 songs.
She didn't do a whole 2 songs, but the guy starts making it out like Joe's complaining about the level of
Dance.
grinding, particularly that she did. So this guy, what we keep hearing is the guys. So at one point we're looking over. Me and Bobby, we were smoking. We're all having. It's very fun play. We found this little weird hole in the wall. It's going to be a story forever.
across the street from our hotel.
Yeah, we don't know why the story is happening, and or where the story's going to come from, and this is it. We see the Mario, and we're just kind of half paying attention, like what's done, and then you hear the guy starts going over the music. You go, "Listen, she's not just going to grind all over your lap for $20." And he's like,
the
"No,
word
I'm not
grind
saying."
really got under Joe's skin.
Yes,
and he
because-
was like, I don't want her to grind. I just paid for 2 dances, 2 for 1. I got a dance and a half. He goes,
She's
"Well,
not just gonna grind all over your lap. He said
He stopped saying grind. He literally said that. He goes,
"Sir, we can't just have you up there with a girl grinding
"Stop
all over
saying
your
grind.
lap."
Stop saying grind.
Dude,
I
Joe
never said
eventually,
grind.
Joe eventually goes. "Stop saying it!" Like he
screamed,
flustered, and then
flipped
they go and they asked Joe basically to leave, so we all leave. As we're leaving, this is a story that we usually only tell the last part of, because as we're leaving, in the gift shop, Bobby, the only one of us who has a laptop at this stage of the game at all, he goes, "Oh, I got my laptop." He goes, and Bobby just buys a porn DVD, and this is it. I love telling stories of this because it's, again, when people have been around for so long, it's like gullible young Joe DeRosa didn't know these guys yet. I did. And I know Bobby, and I've been on the road with Bobby at this point already. And that's when we get a call. Me and Joe go in our room, and Bobby's like, he's got his own room. So he's like, yeah, I'm going to go jerk off to my porn DVD. You fucking guys sit there with your thumbs up your ass. And then we get a phone call 20 minutes later. And, or no, not a phone call. The door knocks.
I went out and knocked on their door.
He knocked on the door, and then
They were right next to me.
I go, it's Bobby. And or he called. You did
left.
call first. You
I
go
went
answer
over-
your door. You like answer your door or something.
No. I went over to your door. I knocked on it and ran back to my room. And then
Joe opens it.
Joe opens the door, and there was a.
He goes, all it is. He goes, I don't know. He goes, oh, it's like there's just like a rag on the doorknob. I go,
Face cloth.
I go, Joe, Bobby jerked off into that, and he goes, no, he didn't. And then Bobby called us laughing. And of course it is. How did Joe not know that? Bobby's load towel.
Bobby's low towel.
You're the father of an 11-year-old now.
That's amazing.
Doesn't people remind you of things like that? You go, what have I done? Like I have an adult child who looks up to me.
That's amazing. I love.
Mike Fenoy's here, by the way. We didn't introduce the show at all.
Mike
We came out of the
Fenoy
gates
is
hot.
Did you go to stags when you were younger? In Boston, did they have bachelor parties or stags?
I went to one at an Italian restaurant.
I've
and-
never heard the term. Actually, I've heard the term, and I just thought it was another term for bachelor party. But Mike's told me the whole thing of. I don't understand
Dude,
what they are.
It's a whole. I grew up going to I went too young to these stags, and it was at like a VFW. Instead of a bachelor party, we would have a stag where they'd rent like a hall, get kegs. The wives would make like trays of sausage and peppers and baked ziti and shit. Right? Everyone would bring stuff for a raffle, and you'd go in. It would be like $20 a ticket, and then you'd buy an arm's length of raffle tickets, and after dinner they'd do a raffle, and all the money would go to the groom. And everyone's drinking, having a good time. When the old guys left and the kids left, that's when the strippers came.
Yeah.
And there would be a dude with a duffel bag, and he would basically, she'd go in the bathroom and blow dudes or jerk dudes off, whatever. There would be this ring of shame from the last stag. So the brother-in-law that got a little too wasted and tried to fuck a stripper last time is now sober, drinking ginger ale in the way back, going I
Yeah, 'cause
can't.
I can't get
My
involved in this
brother-in-law's
shit.
watching, and my wife finds out, whatever. But it's levels of shame all the way down, and you
I
can
like
just,
that it gets to that though. That it gets that deep.
Oh.
From the kids are there, sausage and peppers, baked ziti, face painting. That eventually it goes to fucking in the bed. I was almost gonna say I feel like the stag is much more docile in a sense because some of the ladies are there, but it eventually gets to prostitution.
it got to the point where
Okay.
it was dude, I saw
I don't
some
mind
shit. It almost I don't want to say it ruined strippers for me, but
Yeah,
it,
we would
like,
just
got
send
to
the kids
point
away
where I
and
was,
smoke pot.
15,
No one got laid.
12,
They're
13, 14, and I'm seeing a chick freelance on a table over here where nobody's even double-headed dildo. She's got her fucking hair in baked ziti with cigarette butts put in it and shit. She's just a mess waiting to just,
What a great life
fire
you had, dude.
extinguisher. One time they flipped a chair over and she put a chair leg up her cooch,
With a
but there
condom,
was
right?
there was old gum stuck to the bottom of the fucking leg.
Did she have did she put a condom on the chair leg, or she just put the chair leg?
I gotta tell you, I'm thinking I don't remember her putting a condom on that.
She just raw dog the chair leg. Did she bring the chair?
No.
Is that
Oh,
her
no,
old
no, no.
Is
This
that
is
her old fucking chair?
This is her fucking old left leg. But no, it got radical, and everyone people would just grab their chairs and circle, and the chick would just lay on the ground, go to town, and dudes would just fucking launch dollars at her. And the old man that there'd always have to be one guy at the American Legion or whatever, who's just his cock don't work, but he's working the keg, making people fucking, whiskey sours and shit, stag drinks.
I went to one of the Italian restaurants I used to work at. Someone got married, and they locked the door one night, and they had the girl in the bathroom, and I got shuffled into the bathroom with her.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do it. I just
No.
I was like, this is fucking wrong.
Well, my uncles are there, and all
Yeah.
these people are there, and I'm like, this is weird. And also, you're
I
watching
started-
the dude that's getting way too into it, who's
Yeah.
now a cautionary tale to you, and it's
Yeah.
don't be that dude. Where he's almost elbowing people out of the way to get a better view of her tits.
I already lost my family to some of this.
I actually started talking to the girl. I was like, you good? Is everything all right? She's like, I'm fine, honey. And
I
was like,
did that at a bachelor party. I
dude.
swear to God, I did that at the bachelor party once. the stripper took me into the thing, and instead of fucking, she went there to fuck, and I was in there. I was like, I'll do it. Someone like paid for me at this party. It wasn't my bachelor party either. It was like another person's bachelor party. They paid for me, and I went in there and started just like weirdly talking to her about like, I was like, yeah, I used to be a driver for girls coming to bachelor party. And she's like, yeah, but, and then it just came so quick to like smoking cigarettes and her being like, yeah, sucks, you know. It's just like all these skeezy guys out there waiting to do something like that. And it was just, and then like, by the way, I was a guest's guest at this bachelor party. No one knew it. A guy who I knew through another person was like, "I'll come. It'll be fun." So I was like, "All right, I'll go." And then I'm in the and someone's like, you hear people outside the door going, like, "Who the fuck is this guy even, man? Here, this girl." And I'm just looking at her like, they don't understand that me and you were clearly falling in love in here, which we were not. And that was it. I left, like, talked to her, but it was like 15, 20 minutes of just like shooting the shit with her in a bathroom, like two high schoolers falling in love.
That's great.
And then she was out of my life.
I worked at that restaurant.
That where all that shit went down.
Shit went down. I had to go back there the next day to do a shift.
Oh God.
It was just weird to know what debauchery. I don't like when there's a bunch of guys in a room with one or two girls. It's too fucking rapey.
Yeah, there's chanting, a bunch of hooting and hollering around the girls. I said I drove to those bachelor parties before, and it really degenerates into something that's. It took a few times of me doing it to get even like not nervous when that's going on, because it feels that energy. But when everyone's cheering around, screaming a guy, you know, or chanting a guy's name while like a girl's pouring like beer down her tits into his mouth, and you're just like, yeah. And then the girls, depending on the level of like comfort the girls had, different ones with different rules and like kind of, you know what I mean? So it's like a guy sucking beer literally off your nipple. They're like pouring it down her tit into his mouth over her nipple, tongue on her nipple. He grabs her ass, and then she looks at me with like a, "Hey, over here." I go, "What's the line?"
Yeah.
Like, this guy's sucking your tit.
I know. When you throw a flag at him.
I remember when that little the busboy went in, like the dude who like buses my tables. Who I love. All of a sudden, he just sitting there like, "Go in one, get one." And Warren's like, "Oh no!" And then he came out with just a smile. I'm like, "Come on, dude."
I could look back and think about that, and it's like all these dudes sitting around right here, and then like on the table is like a Kurt Schilling signed baseball and like a bottle of like Canadian Club. And people are just looking at like, what can we like throw in her?
No, but also, yeah,
like, what could we like?
But also, where's the
it's
corner?
Crazy. What else?
Where somebody filmed the corner of the bachelor party of the guys coming out, because it's two different people. The guy that's going to fuck in a dingy closet in a house because for whatever $100, and you fuck the shit. When you walk out of that, you drunk or whatever, no one walks out and goes, "Yeah, dude." I sat there one time while this girl took two guys at a time, 7 times, 14 dudes. The only one that didn't go in was the best man didn't go in, but everybody. Oh, and the groom.
That's the worst.
The groom.
When the
hooked up
groom
with the girl,
does it,
no, the
you're
groom.
like,
No, the groom
ugh.
did.
Yeah.
No, dude.
Yeah, when they drag them in and make them.
Drag them in, and and then you gotta look. You're like, dude, you gotta go to the wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that,
buddy. This groom was brought in by himself. He didn't go in with the gangbang girl. He went in with, this girl was a little black, skinny, thin crackhead with a Gumby haircut. She had like a fucking Kwame.
Left eye
it was,
there, dude.
Dude, it was so dude, she was such a little junkie. Like she looked everywhere she walked. And it was, and a door opened up like a fucking movie, and I saw her one time was blowing the groom, and then next time he was like fucking her from behind, and she was just over noising. You know what I mean? Like, "Oh yeah, there it is." But the other girl was.
I do object.
Dude, the other guys
There it is.
going in 2 at a time with the other girl in the room, who had her period, by the way. The whole thing. Dude. It's a rank world for sure.
A bad world.
It's a bad world. For sure. By the way, I find this whole thing deplorable. I was trying to make money and see naked chicks. It was all fat kid. It was all innocent fat kid shit. I didn't think they were gonna fuck me or nothing like that. I was like, I'll see them. I'll become friends with them, and then it's cool. Like I'll see them naked. But I didn't think any of them were gonna fuck me at all.
Did you ever want to
And
just
they
go
never
in and go,
did.
"Hey guys, stop, let's get out of here," and throw like Whitney Houston her out of there? And
Yeah, you do like a James
Oh,
Brown.
yeah.
You like throw a
yeah,
cape
like
over.
the bodyguard, just take her out through the crowded dudes.
I bought the first car I ever drove. I bought her
house?
flowers the next day,
Oh jeez.
and then she became a heroin addict. She's probably dead.
She cooked the flowers and shot them.
Oh, dude. I thought she was so pretty.
She resold them as soon as Chubby dropped her off.
Oh, dude. She was telling me about her. She was telling me about her abusive boyfriend trying to get her kid back from some kind of service.
Oh God.
And she bought herself flowers that night when I was driving her home. You know, after the gig. And she goes,
it was tradition.
She goes, I buy myself flowers after I work every night because I deserve them.
Oh, God.
And then the next day, I was like, my Romeo moment. I'm bringing a prostitute flowers to her front door. Now she's probably creeped out. I know where all she sees is this fat guy now knows where I live and came to my door unannounced. And I go, you deserve somebody else to give you flowers. And we didn't hook up or anything ever. But 2 years
later. How I am feeling you're a pussy. Because it's such a beautiful thing, but you just, what a fucking dildo moment.
I brought a prostitute. I got bills.
I just lost
my husband gonna whoop my ass if I don't come home with that money.
I just lost $1,100 because of you fat motherfucker. Now bring me back in there.
You gonna buy me $1,200 worth of flowers, bitch?
You kick over there, the song's still playing, and I place her back inside. She didn't want to be saved. Hey, great news.
It was like she
swallowed
swallowed it.
Get it all, daddy.
Did you wash the car before you picked her up that day? I expect you had a song on cue. You
got a nice new car freshener.
Oh yeah, with like half the Vanilla Rama with half the bag on still.
I'm trying. I'll try to put that into my brain well to see if it'll jog anything because I must have, but I don't remember. I never had like a great really car ever, but I try to keep it clean and definitely always like music. I'm the person who would definitely go. These are the first 5 songs. I choreographed the first 5 songs to listen to, so she thinks I'm fucking badass. I still do that.
You do that? You do that when we drive?
Me and Carter Cruz, she's the DJ for the Burt Tour the last 2 years. I drove her from San Diego to LA once, and I mean, the songs I was picking, I was like, let me make her think I'm the coolest fucking motherfucker ever. She's asked me 80 times. She goes, send me a playlist of what... She goes, what was that playlist? I went, there was no playlist. I was just calling them out individually after each one. I saw what the vibe was and went to the next one.
You did that with me last week when we came from the stand to your house.
You can twist it into a zone, dude.
Twist everybody into a zone.
Were you trying to fuck me last week?
No, I was just trying. I wanted you to think it was cool.
You got flowers.
You know what? It works.
Yeah.
Well, when you get twisted in a zone with Jay, it gets deep.
Twist you up in a zone.
It's so funny thinking about you being the dude that drove them there because at the Stags, that dude was such a shithead, but that couldn't have been you. Connecticut, you at Stags.
I did
was
the opposite.
A cocksucker.
I did the opposite of being a dick. I saw very quick. I'm not going to carry a gun. They told me they said the older guys had guns.
Yeah, they had guns.
I wasn't going to carry a gun. That was terrifying sounding to me. So I went in there much more with like
nunchucks,
no
flowers.
Nunchucks. No, it was more like
flowers.
Here's the thing.
Throwing
At
stars.
the end of the day, not that things can't go haywire, but there's a paper trail. There's a credit card attached to this situation. And it's the best man usually. They have the contact as the person who paid. And find that person, the guy who paid, and real quick, chummy with that guy. I would never be like, so the girls do blah, blah. I was always like trying to be funny and just like, we're cool because at the end of the day, that guy would become your best friend when you go, it's like, hey buddy, she's getting like bummed out that like your guys are being a little grabby with whatever, and then that guy would most of the time would be like, guys, fucking be cool, man. She's, and that guy would kind of do it for you. So no, I took the route of always trying to be like that, but I've had to throw chicks over like my shoulder and get the fuck out of a room before.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's a lion's den of just.
Well, it's 15-1 on the best situation.
So you had to throw a chick over your shoulder and go through
Atlantic City.
Really?
No, not a crowd. It was just get out of the room. When you're in the hallway, they're not going to do anything. And it was never like people were grabbing at me and I'd like pull away from it was a situation where I was like, we're going to go now because like the guys are starting to be assholes. They're saying shit like, what are you going to do about it if we do this kind of shit?
To her or to you?
To me. Because at that point I've already at least been like, hey guys, come on, man.
What were you going to do?
Huh?
What were you going to do?
What I did, throw over my shoulder and escape. And if they got her, leave
comedy.
myself.
Start comedy. Did you have a knife or a bat or anything? Anything in the car?
He did have a karate shirt tucked in.
I had a karate. Yeah.
You had a gi underneath.
I dressed like Dalton at the end of Roadhouse for every gig. Every gig I wore a gi tucked in the jeans.
Sweatpants, no underwear.
Yeah, I think I had a boot knife in my cowboy boots.
Oh, I can't believe you did that with no weapon. I think that must have been the first time I saw a gun too. Was at one of those because the dude showed up with like a pink duffel bag and threw dildos and a gun, like fucking basically on the table, and was like, "You guys
could
know
go
what
either
to do."
way.
Yeah, he's like, you guys know what to do, but don't take it too far. I'm right over there. And then it's just like dudes shoving other dudes' faces into her puss and shit, and it's just
so
like
fucking weird
and uncomfortable. And it's
there's
like
nothing
I
about
know.
that.
And I'm looking back at that dude like. That guy's got a gun and dildos. Like we're getting hit with something.
There's nothing about a guy shoving another guy's face into a.
No, it's
Well, but here's
disgusting.
the issue. Also, is like with the girls, like they're willing to do different things. Like, each girl's got like their own lines. So I drove girls that were like genuinely putting themselves through med school. One girl was. So it was like this guy's only looking at my pussy. Can you say something? I'm like, I don't. You're naked. That's what they paid you to come do. And then there's other girls that were like, it goes. I hate to ask you this, but they're asking if you would suck their dicks for $10 a piece, and they'll be like, 15.
It's like it's med school, not grad school.
No. I'm saying like that. The med school girl wouldn't do anything like anything.
Sure. Yeah.
And then there's another girl who's just I said, trying to get her kids back from social services. It was like, I'll only do a blow bang, but no one's gonna fuck me, but I'll suck everyone's dick.
So some girls would not do anything. They would just get naked, dance, and some of the parties weren't sex or were.
No, some of them were just
Some of them were just dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Dancing, blah blah blah. They throw money and it's over.
Tricks and
I
stuff
don't
like
mind
that,
a dance, like a girl dancing,
Sure.
and getting naked is fine. But once it got into sex, I was like, it was just weird.
Well,
It
when
gets
it's like
dark.
you're watching like your softball
It's
team,
dark.
like you're at their most,
dark.
like this is where you don't want to see your buddies. You know what I mean? Like
Because
this is when you'd be jerking off at home, and now you're like touching a girl's butthole like it's a fucking elevator, and it's like this is weird.
You don't want to see your friend's fuck face,
Right, that's what I mean.
Because there's something that happens with they get into that fucking.
Yeah, and then when we get kicked out of the American Legion, now it's like werewolves are running around town. Like everybody just goes to the strip club and fucking.
I have the story I told on Ari's show one time about me, Kurt, and my buddy Glenn fucking a chick, and Kurt. I remember that day, like watching Kurt fuck and his face. I remember thinking to myself, I was like, "Where does he go?" Like it was like a four dead-eyed looking just.
Yeah.
He's like, it looked like how horses fuck.
Dude,
Do you know what I mean? It's like make, come, sperm, come out. So weird.
It's like a bull.
Zone, dude. Total zone out. I mean, I was looking at him in the face, and he wasn't looking at me at all.
He's looking through you.
I had that with Sherrod in Vegas, and the girl we were with a girl, flight attendant, Continental, really cute girl, and she was down. She's like, "Look, we can fool around, but we're not having sex." She was naked in the room, and she was like, "I have my period," and you could see the little thing coming out. She had like a little OB or something in there, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Whatever you want to do, I don't care." And he was like, "Nah, player, we're fucking," and he tugged on it like a light switch and pulled it out and then threw it on my wall.
Oh, that's going to be the deposit for sure.
I almost threw up, and she was like, "If you don't mind, I don't mind." I was like, "Ugh."
Wow.
And then
Yeah, did you mind?
I minded. First of all,
Did you do it
It was
still?
on my wall, and it was my room.
No. Oh,
it-
yeah.
it
Oh,
looked
if you
like a
I'm
don't,
never gonna unsee that.
Just like art. You know what I mean?
like a wacky wall walker.
And then they started having sex, and the way he had sex, it was almost like he latched onto her, like his hand, like almost like a, I don't know, just an animal.
I think my friends, the most you're going to
Grabbed
see.
her like she was a tree, and just and then, and he's got such a big piece. I just backed away and just sat down.
That's
on the
almost what I'm
couch.
saying. There's something I feel like this. If I fuck with any friend, like buddies of mine in the room, they're not going to see the way I make love for sure, but definitely not the way that I fuck either. You're going to get the most watered down, functional, like sex situation because How can you do that? You don't want your friend. It's a weird, like, to just zone into sex in front of somebody watching your just like face you make or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
I don't want to, like, Mike seeing me or Bobby seeing me, my ass go like pumping into a chick doesn't bother me as much as if I got close and I was like, you like it?
Yeah.
I don't want my friends to hear me say that genuinely. Yeah. You like it?
I was on the front. And Sherrod's head kept coming near, and I remember having to like hold his head over because I didn't want it to touch my junk.
Oh,
and I was
God.
just sitting there at one point holding his head, and I was like, I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Have to hold Sherrod's sweaty head. He's not even here right now. He's some other place.
That's crazy.
Even though, by the way, this happens in porn so much, but I would also think it's weird doing this. Holding a woman's ass cheeks open so a guy can shove his dick in there seems pretty weird too.
And then all of a sudden you get another hand there.
You go, get in there, dog.
Yo, I got the door. I don't know. I don't.
Here, have at it.
I don't know. I had to clean up when they left too.
Oh,
it was disgusting. It was. I don't like blood. I hate blood.
Well,
I don't
yeah.
like. But
Blood,
some guys are into
sweat,
some guys
tears,
are-
everything was there.
literally.
Some guys were into period stuff. They don't.
Who's
doesn't
into
bother.
it? Dracul?
Anybody in here? In
Vlad the
mine?
Impaler?
into it, or we'll put up with it.
No, there's definitely a difference between being into it or you're saying we'll deal
If
with
it's
it. Some
like
people
I'm
just don't-
going away for a week.
Some people just don't give a shit.
Sherrod did not give a shit. He tugged that thing out and
Yeah, that's
threw it
just-
on a wall.
Well,
and-
could you find out what day we were in? Because, I mean, day one, when there's just Skinner's innards coming at you.
Skinner, give me back my bullets.
just pouring out of you.
Let's put it this way.
Yeah, when
It
you
wa-
pull off and it's like Post-it notes of fucking uteral lining all over your dick. If it's a little blood streak, we could all live with that. But if it's like a fucking purple flap of something, that's no good, dude.
my-
Yeah, when there's clots inside your fucking.
My leather ottoman I had to clean
Oh.
because she was sitting on it with him at one point.
Afterwards?
And I went
just
o-
dumping?
and I went over there.
Just
and
leaking?
I had to clean it up, and then it was one of the grossest sexual experiences I've ever
Bobby's
had.
just a fuck Zamboni.
Was she hot?
She was smoking hot.
Smoking hot.
Flight attendant.
Smoking
A
hot.
flight attendant 7 is a 9.
Yeah, she was
Tell me
hot.
about a working chick.
She was at the pool and she was flirting with me, and then he came over,
Mm-hmm.
and then he just took his piece out of the side of his shorts at the pool,
Jesus.
and it
Man.
was so big.
What was this, 90 what?
When was I married? Hang on now.
Reverse math.
It was way before me and Dawn. It was at the beginning when we moved back to New York.
Late 90s, early 2000s?
Earlier than that. Maybe that. Yeah, maybe there. Maybe 90s, late 90s.
Because when I came up here, Sherrod,
Maybe early
I
2000s.
think Sherrod started comedy right around the same time as me.
It was bad though. It was like he's just a fuck machine. Right? He's just I'm a more of a I told you that. I like to
You're
kiss.
a lovemaker.
I like to
Yeah.
I like slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck
what-
a girl with Bobby and have him making love to her.
with ease a touch.
I'm putting a wet finger by her butt. Oh, and Bobby's over there. Bellissimo.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
I want to love her with slow.
I don't want
hazy touch.
I didn't want to see it. And then I think at the end when they were done, she felt bad for me, and she was like, "Come here." She was over on the couch and she got on all fours, and I was like, I went over and she's like, "Go ahead," and I was like,
Go ahead.
I'm good," because he was.
Yeah,
so, it looked like it was turned inside out.
It's like you want a bite of this burger. That's
Yeah, no,
fucking.
exactly. Dude.
Oh my god! She just went over and put wings on Bobby.
I got United wings.
You got United wings.
I got Continental wings on me.
Well, you got to
Bobby
clean the
Kelly,
Red Wings
get
off your
your
fucking
wings.
sheets, dude.
Yick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
dude,
never
I don't
had-
know. Again, I'm trying to get myself back in a headspace. I mean, there's definitely a time where if a girl said I had my period and it was like a one-time hookup, I'd ask like, oh, how far along? How deep into it are you? Where I think now I would just
You start clicking.
take the word period in my life as like, that's fine. Never mind.
I'm done.
Never mind. Yeah.
I did that. I lived with this Maria Falzoni, who was a big stand-up comedian in Boston.
What do you
And,
mean big?
Like she was big in Boston. She was.
What
like,
does that mean? Like
famous?
what's thin in Boston?
No, not fat.
Oh,
Like
She was Boston big, which is like 5 hundo.
No. She was like popular in Boston.
Yeah.
And this gay guy, Brian, he was really great. Tried to fuck me all the time. He would just show up.
Doesn't sound great.
Well, he was. I found it flattering.
Yeah.
He was a.
Called a sex pest if you were a nerd.
He was starting to be a weatherman, and that's when he told me, he goes, all weathermen are gay. And I was like, no way. And then if you look at weathermen,
They're gay.
Most of them are gay. And I remember a lot of times he would just be in my doorway, a silhouette. He'd be like, can I come snuggle? I'd be like, no, Brian.
Wow.
He'd be like, he'd get mad. Like, it's just snuggling.
Under buddies.
It's
like
just snuggles.
30% chance of jizz rain in your face tonight.
I'm like, dude, you can't snuggle with me. I'm sorry, dude.
Can we just watch a movie and hold hands?
But
Partly horny.
He had cable in his room. I had nothing. So I brought this chick over one night, and we went into his room because he was away. He was out for the night. Went into his room, and then we started banging. And then I think something, I don't know what happened. She said she wasn't on her period, but then her pussy broke. Something happened where she started bleeding, and it's not my penis.
You hit a valve with that big picky, dude.
I don't know what I hit. There was blood all over his gay bed.
Oh, no.
And let me tell you something, dude. I've never cleaned up that fast. I was like, you gotta go. He's coming home.
What'd you get it out with?
I threw away his sheets. I put my sheets on his bed.
Oh, my God.
And I just threw his sheets out, and I just redid everything.
And you just acted. Did you flip the mattress?
I was, you know me, I throw up at everything. It didn't get on the mattress. He had 2 sheets on his bed, thank God, and it was just blood all over the sheets. I took all the sheets, threw them out, and I was just waiting for the day where he was going to be like, "Did you change my sheets?" But thank God he didn't. But yeah, it was bad.
Imagine
I mean,
if you
by
just
the way,
left
you could
the
just,
blood.
I mean, yeah, if you should have just left the blood and be like, dude, that looks like gay sex.
Yeah, that's a hate crime in there.
He goes, that looks like gay sex, all right. I mean, I assume it was going to bleed the first couple times.
I fooled
Yeah,
around.
I didn't even think of that.
I fooled around with this chick on the beach one time. My buddy had a house near the beach, and then we went back, and I fucked her in his roommate's room, and I threw my shorts on his brand new Mac computer, and I guess I had sand in my pockets, and it fucking wrecked the computer. And I had to give him money for like a new keyboard and shit, and there was sand all over his room, and yeah, definitely not blood on a gay man's bed, but I fucked somebody's room up once too.
Fucking on the beach was always it always sounded great.
Why we did it once?
Yeah,
terrible.
The lifeguard chair was my reason to go. I was like, oh, let's go up on the lifeguard chair and like smoke weed or whatever, and then we'd go up there and start fucking making out. And
Lifeguard
shit. It
chair,
was
that's a good call.
It was a cool spot.
That's a good spot.
Yeah, and then you got down on the sand and rolled around.
I
little
ate a
bit.
chick out on a lifeguard chair once.
Oh, nice. That actually is a pretty good idea.
Yeah,
You
put her
sit
up-
down below.
Yeah, you just stand on the ladder, and she's up top. And
Where's that on Shark Tank?
what's that?
So where's that idea on Shark Tank?
The old goblin
Mike really said like that. He goes, oh, that's actually, that's
If I had
great
a
for eating
time
pussy.
machine, I would have went back.
That's really good. I only fucked on the beach the one time, and I just need so much sand into her pussy with my. It was a low boardwalk.
She shit out a
It was very.
sandcastle.
It wasn't like a boardwalk. Like walked under it and then like fucked in the sand. It was like you had to crawl under.
She
and so
queefed
you
out a
couldn't get up
crab
a bunch.
cake.
And I mean, yeah, I need just a pile right into her sniz, and my condom hit the sand and chicken cutleted, and then I sanded out her insides for a better part of a minute.
Fucking chicken
That
cutlet.
poor girl. That was my prom weekend. That girl, everything went haywire that weekend with that. I brought her. That's the first night where the girl said she wanted to do. She loved tapioca pudding and she wanted to eat tapioca pudding off of me.
Ugh.
Weird.
Yeah. Well, Grateful Dead
Isn't-
fan.
There
She
you
was.
go.
She had the Bears tattoo. And
Oh, her.
She fucking she Abe Lincoln hatted my dick with a fucking snack pack. And all the tapioca's got in my dick hair. And then we went in the shower. That was a very small stall shower. And she was on her knees in the shower blowing me while the tapiocas were rinsed out. And then when I was gonna come, I started pumping my hips and I clunked the back of her head into the shower thing.
Jesus Christ,
It's so
dude.
funny. It's
And then we went on the
tapioca.
beach.
Tapioca.
What is she fucking? What's her name? Helga.
She was in the tapioca.
I
Would
love-
she tie her bonnet and leave after?
Can you put ribbon candy in my asshole? Tapioca. What
Girl,
a
see,
shit
we're the
pudding.
tapioca, dude.
Tapioca is such an old lady fucking pudding.
Is it tapioca, the pudding with the little jizzies in them
Yeah.
already?
Yeah, that's those things get way in your dick hair. That's why you have to.
It's like that was like boba tea before boba tea.
Yes, and what happens is very quickly, your dick heat heats up the pudding to turn into complete fluid. And then you're left with a bunch of clear balls in your dick hair. And then so we went in the shower to rinse those out, and she was going to blow me, and then I clunked her head into the wall. And then we went to bed, and the next day I kneed the pussy in her and sanded her pussy for her. It was a rough weekend. But she was molested, so it was far from the worst.
Abe Lincoln hat with the fucking tapioca. That's fucking.
Oh, dude, she
what a
she
funny
capped
visual, dude.
Capped it. She just capped my dick with a snack pack.
I mean, she's done it before because she has a technique.
Cozy? What's that brand? It's like Cozy something?
Fruit on the bottom. Fucking get in there and stir it.
I used to use a spoon, but that was too much.
Wow.
Now I just
Eat it right off the dick.
right on the dick.
Now I just crown the king.
Dude, I mean, finding tapiocas in your dick hair, you can really get those things out there, and it's just little clear balls.
Wow.
I've always hated food and sex.
It's not my thing at all. I
Yeah,
couldn't
no.
give a shit.
After 9.5 weeks, that was like a
So
thing
dumb.
girls wanted to do.
That does not hold up, man.
No, it's gross.
Stupid.
It's fun
Yeah.
to think of, and then you're in there and
Chocolate
you're
sauce,
like,
chocolate
sauce,
sauce
stupid.
on a vagina tastes like
dumb.
vagina and chocolate sauce.
Yeah.
It's gross.
She's like, yeah, a fucking
chocolate covered rubber band.
chocolate armpit.
Mickey Rourke was all weird. He's always
I know.
sexual
Yeah.
weird.
A lot of
in
people
that
are
movie.
saying that's what turned his face like that.
One time, a girl blew me with an ice cube in her mouth. She goes, "Get an ice cube." That was like the first time I ruined a threesome. I had
That's the
two
first
gir-
of many times.
I ruined two. I'm so pissed. The first one though, two friends. I go, "I'm going to bed." She goes, "I'm coming with you." So she comes in. We're fucking around. Her friend starts banging on the door, and I thought it was my buddies breaking my balls. And I go, "Get the fuck out of here!" And she opened the door.
I want to taste.
No top. She's like, "I wanted to get in there." I'm like, "Come on, come on!" I threw the first one off, which pissed her off because the other one was hotter.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that, Mike.
Yeah, what?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I was
Holy
young.
shit!
I
Get
go-
out of
I
here,
go,
you
"This
pig!"
one?"
Even in sports, they'd be like, "All right, we're gonna."
Yeah,
Hang
it was
on
a bad move.
hang on a second.
It was a bad move.
Let's give her a few more pitches and
Yeah.
see if they can get through the inning.
Yeah,
I'm
they
like, why
let,
don't
they
you
let
go-
Bledsoe get back in for a game before they fucking told him to beat it.
I go, "Why don't you go get yourself some apple juice? Maybe take a leak." And I bang your
Hey,
hot
take a
friend.
lap.
Take a lap, kid. Go hit the showers.
Do me a favor, go get the trash can out front real quick and pick it back up.
That got her mad, so she was like, "Fuck this, I'm out." And then she made her friend leave. But she had an ice cube, and she was blowing me with an ice cube, and that felt pretty incredible.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I would hate that.
I hated it.
I don't
liked
like
it.
cold pools or anything, so I feel like I'd be like, who?
I'm happy with a regular blowjob.
Yeah, no, totally.
I want the warmness.
Yeah, and
Because you're
wet.
trying to recreate a vagina.
This was like-
that's like fucking a dead girl.
Yeah.
This was like young kid
That's why I call
ecstasy
you
stuff.
cunt mouths.
I fucked up a threesome too. I had this beautiful, cute little pixie girl. We used to.
But her husband wasn't into it.
No, she was she didn't have. This was when I was young. This is
No,
sexy.
yeah, the
Bubba.
joke was that the threesome was going to be you, her husband.
I got
and
it.
her.
But I don't like. I don't like that game.
That's why, because you're right wing.
I'm right.
Right wing Bobby.
She came over. I always talked about a threesome with her, joking, sexual fantasy stuff. And then she finally came over one night, and with the girl, this beautiful Italian girl, big nosed. And she, as she's walking up my stairs, she's like, "It's happening," like kind of cocky.
Wow.
It's happening. And then we went up. We all started kissing. I like to make out, and I'm making out with this. I don't even know this girl. And then the other girl was way hotter. And then I stuck my finger in her butt, and she was so into it. So I just rolled over and started making out with her, and I pushed the other one off my futon, and she smacked her head on the corner of the futon. And I heard "ow," but I just was so into this other situation.
You got other things in your hands.
And then around 5 minutes later, I just turned around. She was standing over us with an ice pack on her head. She went to the kitchen and got an ice pack because she really hurt
She
her
got an
head.
ice pack?
She goes, "I'm leaving." And then she just left. And the other girl was like, "I guess I got to leave too." And slowly just walked out as my finger came out of her butt.
Oh.
I was just so sad.
Reverse doorbell.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Reverse.
I'm realizing
reverse
Doorbell.
as I'm thinking, any of my few real world like pull threesomes, like two girls, nothing Christine involved, we're all morbidly obese. I mean, I'm thinking about it now. Not what. Morbidly obese.
You have them categorized as charity work.
I think I was just young and I was like, I can't believe this is happening with two girls. But I mean,
I
yikes.
told you about the one where white girl and a black girl, and I was kissing one, and then I was kissing the other, and then I accidentally, I guess, I grabbed like the not grabbed, but I like held her by the back of her neck. One of them. It was not like
Which one?
The white girl.
Oh.
And she fucking flipped. She was like got up and was like, no, like I hit like when you're not supposed to.
That's
like,
where her father used to grab her.
I think so. I think like when you're not supposed to like pet a dog from the left, something like they freak out. She lost her shit and she's like, "That's it. No, I got to get out of it." And like, I don't know what the fuck happened to her with her neck, but I was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't." And I'm like, "Well, you don't have to leave, right?" And she's like, "Fucking, we're out." So both times I like pissed off one friend.
It's the worst when you have to say sorry during sex.
I know you're
It's just
elbowing a
the
boner down.
Mike,
Going, I'm sorry.
the black one wasn't going to stay behind. I'll do it.
I was like,
All right, we got to take a break. Mike Fenoy is here.
He's on tour. He's got dates coming up in Long Island, Cleveland, Ohio, Chicago, and more. For tickets and all tour dates, go to MikeFenoya, FINOIA.com, and follow Mike on socials at Mike Fenoya. And Robert Kelly, he's going to be at the Funny Bone in St. Louis, June 14th and 15th.
It's this weekend.
That's this weekend. After that, he's going to be in Timonium, Maryland at Magoobies, and then Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And you can see him every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. to Fat Black Pussycat Lounge, the Comedy Cellar. Not tonight, because we're going to see Gary Clark Jr. For tickets and all tour dates, visit punchup.live/Robert Kelly.
Big J's going to be the fully loaded tour festival touring all over the country throughout June. And then the Funny Bone in Richmond, Virginia, July 12th and the 13th. Borgata, Atlantic City, July 27th. For tickets and all other tour dates, BigJComedy.com. Didn't we cure something with sucking dick?
Oh, yeah, anything.
We cured it all.
We can cure any ailment that bothers you because we have Green Mile powers.
We have Green Mile. Maybe we'll come back. We can actually let you know how this works.
Okay.
We'll be right back. It's The Bonfire.
Comes to love, I want to slow.
Hey, what's better than planning the perfect getaway? Somebody planning it for you and taking care of every detail, where all you have to do is show up and have fun. Well, you get that and more with Gate One Travel. For over 40 years, Gate One Travel has provided quality, affordable escorted tours, river cruises, and vacation packages that deliver experiences beyond your wildest dreams. Their amazing escorted packages include everything from airfare and hotels to meals, transportation, transfers, and exceptional local guides. So yeah, you just got to show up. Gate One offers hundreds of tours across 7 continents, so whether you're flying solo, planning a vacation with family or friends, or looking for a group tour, Gate One's got you covered from across the world to your own backyard. Right now, get 20% off escorted group tours and river cruises with code EXPLORE20 at GateOneTravel.com. That's EXPLORE20 at GateOneTravel.com for 20% off. Offer expires June 30th, 2024. Travel your way with Gate One Travel and see more of the world for less.
The Bennington Show, weekdays at noon in the East on Faction Talk 103.
There was a terrible Broadway play based on Rocky, right? So, I'll just pick out a song. I got 2 turtles, Cuff and Link. This is my house. My house just stinks.
His house stinks.
The Bennington Show on Faction Talk 103, weekdays at noon Eastern and anytime on demand.
Hear all the action of the U.S. Open on Sirius XM 92.
Right on line. A hole out eagle at the first for Scotty Scheffler.
A course as challenging as it is historic awaits the best in golf as they compete for our national championship.
So hard to get the ball up and down. That's the thing that makes this golf course so difficult.
Sirius XM's exclusive coverage of the U.S. Open, live from Pinehurst Country Club, begins Thursday morning at 7 Eastern on Channel 92 in the car and the all-new Sirius XM app.
If spring allergies keep you trapped inside, then you need Navage Nasal Care to keep you breathing clearly and enjoying all the beauties of spring. Navage helps clear nasal passages that are often clogged because of seasonal allergies. Navage gently flushes a pure, refreshing saline solution through your nasal passages to clear out congestion, sucking out that springtime pollen and other irritants trapped in your nose. Navage is available online at Navage.com or in stores at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, Navage.
Hi, I'm Mark Cuban, entrepreneur, businessman, and TV fan. People always come to me for investment advice. So here's a quick tip for you. Stop overpaying for cable and switch to Philo. What's Philo? It's the best way to watch more than 70 of your favorite channels and save big on your monthly bills. You can stream top channels like AMC, A&E, Discovery, Live, and On Demand. Philo's also got a library with thousands of hours of movies and shows just waiting for you. Plus, an unlimited DVR that lets you save all your favorites and rewatch them for up to 1 year. All of this for just $25 a month. You don't need me to tell you that this is a deal you need to make. Philo, now and forever.
Head on over to philo.tv. That's PHILO.tv and start your 7-day free trial now.
Are you a business owner? Did you know that there are over 33 million small businesses in America? Small businesses are the engines that power our country. So why is it so hard for them to acquire business funding for things like expansion and cash flow? Bank loans are becoming harder to attain as large corporations grab all the capital. Who's looking out for you and your business? Meet Swish Funding, the business funding platform offering quick and easy funding options exclusively for small businesses. Whether it's funds for cash flow, expansion, or equipment, Swish Funding has your back. And whether it's $25,000 or even $2 million, our process takes just minutes, with cash in your account in less than 24 hours. To qualify, you must be in business for at least 1 year, with an average monthly revenue of at least $25,000. Swish Funding, helping keep America's small businesses running. Apply for the funding your business needs at swishfunding.com. That's SWISH funding.com.
Navigating life stages, Caring Transitions offers support for every step of the way. For seniors relocating or downsizing, we offer a compassionate, individualized approach that provides comprehensive solutions. Estate sales, our experts will list your items on our exclusive online platform, CT Bids, preserving memories and keeping your family's best interests at heart. And for those tough cleanouts, we're here to help. Visit caringtransitions.com. Caring Transitions, embracing new beginnings with confidence.
This is Jason Ellis, and you're listening to The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly on Faction Talk 103. That's a good name for a channel. Wonder where they came up with that.
Jason Ellis.
Sirius XM.
Faction.
Faction Talk. Channel 103.
I live with 6 elderly retarded guys.
Oh, okay.
My job was to wake them up in the morning. Mentally challenged people are the sweetest people.
No, they're pure spirits.
They're fun, man.
When they love hard. And when they hug too hard. You should have molested one or two, though.
What are you talking? Why would I molest them?
Why not, dude? Who's going to believe him?
What if he came and he was like, yo, dude.
Yeah, you sucked him normal? I think you sucked out my extra chromosome.
Yo, dude.
I'm fine now.
Yo, dude, what the fuck you doing sucking me off? But only I could do it.
Christ almighty, it works.
I was the only one who knew how to do it, though. My technique.
Bobby's got Green Mile. Bobby can Green Mile retard out of your dick.
I just spit their jizz in the air and it's little flies.
Did you ever see the Green Mile before?
Hi, Arnie.
Can't find me!
Unzip, buddy.
Thank you, Robert. That was nothing short of spectacular. You have cured my feeble-mindedness with your miracle mouth. Excuse me, I am late for a speech at Harvard Yard.
See my sister over there drooling into her cup? You mind?
You know what, I gotta be honest with you? I've never tried this from a pussy before, but maybe I can.
Hey, Nell. Uncle Bobby's got some medicine.
Hey. Yeah, me.
Still
What?
retarded. It doesn't work on girls.
But I got to eat her pussy.
You got to eat her pussy, though.
The Green Mile method is sexy and useful. Robert Kelly sucked the dumb right out of me. Crackle, crackle.
I tear my heart open just to fail. I'm drunk and I'm feeling down, and I just wanna be alone.
Lou, that was fantastic. Now you got to put on "Broken Home" by Papa Roach. That's the song. That's just got to be the funny one they still sing about their daddy not loving them. Does my daddy even care? It's the Bonfire Faction Talk Sirius XM 103. Big J. Okerson, the great Robert.
Yeah. That's why Tool will always hold up, because it's all about the universe and weird shit.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know where in the song it is?
It's towards the end, but
You
I mean,
sure it's this song?
Oh, yeah.
Rap, too, is kind of funny.
Who would question Jay on songs?
It could be the wrong one, I guess, but it wasn't weird the way it was passive aggressive the way she said it. It was a little pass aggro, if you ask me.
You sure it's this one?
A little bit.
You sure it's this song? Yeah, Christine. Everyone knows it's down with the sickness. When he's talking to his mom, he was beating the living shit out of him. What are you doing? Put it on.
Huh?
Put it on.
Oh, I'm cueing it.
Oh, we'll get through it. She's like, I'm just listening to it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, yeah, this is it. Mommy, I'll be a good boy.
Yeah, but he
Die! It's like he had parent-teacher conference right before this.
Definitely doing adult things.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he goes, I need a new pillow for my back, I think. I think my back's going to need a new pillow for when I sleep. I need more lumbar support. Oh, hang on. Mommy, why would you do this to me? I just want to dig. Why? I just want to be a good boy for you.
He FaceTimed his grandkids before saying that.
He did turn his back to the crowd and gave it to the drummer, though.
Oh, because it's humiliating.
I bet the drummer's looking at him like, what?
Go back to the beginning of that
so
part,
funny.
Christine. It's so.
And that's the song they have to play every show.
They have to. And if they leave that part out, everyone's going to be like, they didn't do the whole thing. But it's like, listen to what he's saying. It's moronic.
Yeah, he's not even in shape anymore.
No.
He's just got wide papa hips.
He's got landscaping company frame.
Oh, back up. Wow.
Oh, it's further back.
He's not even putting anything
Yes, that's
into
the
it.
die part. Right here. Here it comes, dude. He's going to start giving it to his moms.
Anybody else?
His mom's there. He's like, Mommy, why? He points to her. He goes, love you, Mom.
She made a plate of like brie and grapes from the back and brought it to like her seat.
She's probably a really sweet Jewish mom, too.
Totally.
I like the little song he does where he... Here's...
Wow, look at that.
Why don't you just fuck off and die? Why don't you just fuck off and die?
She's like,
anyway, I dedicate that to Rosemary. She's up there right now in the audience
she's like,
watching.
you
Hey.
accidentally opened the fridge on your son's head, and he writes a fucking song about it 50 years later. He's fucking...
Because there's my mom and dad there, still together, still in love after, what's this, what are we going on, 51 years? 51 years of love and marriage up there, everybody.
Abraham and Ruth, give it up.
Muzzle tough, mama.
Mazel, Mom.
Mama. It's like Suicidal Tendencies, right? Imagine them singing fucking Institutionalized.
We just saw it.
Yeah.
Did they just play that?
Yeah, no, they play it, but it's like...
Do you know that song, Bobby?
He's super preachy.
Yeah, but he is now, like, it doesn't matter.
He's Kirk Cameron-y?
He's doing those songs, and the band Suicidal Tendencies. Mike, I can't remember his name, but he does the songs now, and it's just, he has to get him out of the way so he can tell you more about Christ and helping one another and getting... I mean, it's... Fucking what? It's so much talking.
Look what happens when I try to find the song.
What?
Somebody knows.
It comes up with
type
a
in
suicide fucking hotline.
Is that a bad thing?
Oh, I think
you're trying to
wait.
search a song?
No, you can hit show anyway. No, stop.
I mean,
You
all right,
can
it's
put
progress.
bottom.
Isn't that what we want? Like a kid trying to find a suicide song, and maybe he goes here first and doesn't commit suicide and listen to the stupid song that they didn't even mean.
By the way, all you have to do is hit show anyway.
Yeah, I mean, fucking complaining about. Probably save lives.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Turn it up.
Ding, 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 ding.
Take some Adderall, asshole.
Yeah, really. This is before they medicated kids.
Had a kid in my high school.
Citation. Citation. You got a couple of David Lynch actors in there. Yeah, but this guy now.
Looks like a really nice home, by the way.
Now he's.
I had a stepfather that used to beat the shit out of me.
It's the problem.
I never wrote a stupid song.
LA is so. It's the most unassuming
He's got his
ghettos
own
because
room.
they don't look. Yeah.
They had Pepsi in the fridge. I had cream of tuna and water. The fuck this asshole bitch.
Everyone had I had cola. Dude, everyone in LA, these houses are single houses a lot of times. They have yards and everything, but they're just in horrible drive-by neighborhoods.
Yeah, still got a front yard.
Listen, absolutely. When you're inside, away from that violence, you're in a not bad place.
I would love to see him doing that now, though. Just losing his breath. There's no way that a 57-year-old man's doing that.
He can't get that angst.
He's like, I gotta give me.
He's bald. Now he's a bald guy. He's like a bald, stocky, kind of muscly.
What's wrong with
older
that?
guy. Nothing.
Okay.
He's got he just like
you got two of them in the room.
Here he is.
Oh, there he is. Look at Bobby. Jesus, yeah.
Oh, he's changed.
Yeah, very, very nice guy, but and a good frontman overall. But he yaps.
Whose son or grandson's
all
playing
positivity.
bass?
Right, exactly.
Is this Benjamin Button on bass?
Somebody's, yeah.
He's a cute, little cutie patootie.
Yeah, little boy. That's nice.
Pretty awesome.
Where are they playing at? Like a?
They have to drink water and take vitamins during the show.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
It's all
yeah, it's on the set list. Aleve.
Yeah, electrolytes.
It's my coldies.
Premier
Oh, is this-
protein.
here, you get a taste.
Vitamin water solo.
I think if we put a lie detector, everyone loves to dance. Most people just don't do it very well.
Oh God.
Most people like to sing, but like me, they don't do it very well either. Difference is, I don't give a fuck.
What?
Oh, this guy.
We know.
So I know it's like, oh, I didn't say this. Thank you so much for having a sold out night tonight.
Oh yeah, that's Robert Trujillo's son.
Oh, his son, because Robert Trujillo used to be in Suicidal
Oh
Tendencies.
yeah.
He goes, my son will do it while I go to Metallica.
He's really good though. That
He's
kid.
really good.
Oh, the kid?
He used to have long hair like his dad. I guess he cut it, right?
Guess so. But I mean, you get a lot of talking at a Suicidal Tendency show.
And we truly appreciate that so much.
I mean, what? Yeah, they need a rest.
Yeah, really. They're all cracking their knuckles and shit.
Yeah, I know. You're right. When they do play, they have to play speed metal.
Yeah. The drummer's doing a foam roller in the back right now.
He's got an inversion table right now. Like, oh, they're bringing out tricks. They're like, no, his neck's numb.
Still going.
Follow us on Instagram and we didn't get back. It's because they shut us down again.
Because the name of the band causes probably so much shit.
I love that singers just spit on stage.
Yeah, really.
It's
I
so
know.
disgusting.
I would love to do that at the Funny Bone this
Can you
week.
imagine? I don't really.
Snot rocket.
Yeah,
Have
snot
everybody
rocket.
cheer when you
Fucking
do
hack
it.
a loogie against the skyline at Gotham.
Blow a fucking snow row and a fucking.
Hit the Queensboro Bridge at Gotham.
He's still going.
Oh, it won't happen again. It always fucking happens. But that's like, we got trained with that when we were kids.
What's this guy's name? Juan Cougar Mellencamp?
Sick.
But that's the way it is.
More like Juan Cougar Mellencamp. Was that a good more like? Lou, I'm working on my more like jokes again. I'm trying to bring them back.
Look at the black bodyguard right there. Is like, all right, speed it up.
Yeah, get over.
Yeah, he's like, man, this is boring as shit.
I got to take my kid to lacrosse at 8 in the morning.
God, look how old and fat the other Mexicans are in the group.
Really.
That doesn't sound very suicidal tendencies, y.
Sounds like that song, like, you fucking hate me.
That's what I thought it was too.
Yeah.
Can
is this
we?
about what Jesus, is this like somehow Jesus-y? Is that what you said? He gets all Jesus-y?
No, he talks when he's talking. It's a lot of positivity. Christine, can you bring up?
He's like,
I saw this and it went right past it. I didn't watch it yet. Schneider?
Rob Schneider got booed off stage.
Really? And there's video of it?
Booed?
Well, he.
Is it video or just a story?
I don't know if they have video of it. I mean, I would imagine, and nowadays somebody immediately bring their phone up and take a video. Yeah.
Is there video of it, Christine?
Where was this, in L.A.?
He did an anti-trans thing. He did some jokes that.
Was it actual anti-trans or you made a joke?
Well, I mean, you want to talk right wing.
Two different things. Anti-trans joke isn't really. It's like an oxy. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. And he did an anti-vax joke.
Well, that is when I fucking will boo him.
Okay, I won't take that.
Yeah, of course.
You do what you want to the trans. You leave my vaccine alone.
Me and AstraZeneca will fuck you up.
I think there's video of it actually.
But first, he said the cancel culture's over.
We'll play that. Hold on, this might be an ad.
It's not. Apparently, it's not over for you.
One of the nights I was doing the DC Improv, I got brought off stage after I finished headlining, and they go, "We have a special guest for you guys."
The Schneid?
The Schneid. And
at the end of your show.
After your show.
After I headlined.
After you headlined, he went up after you.
Went up
I think
after
that's such
me.
a dick move.
And people really didn't. A couple people were like, "No, we're good. We had enough comedy," and then they just left.
You bowed down to the Schneid.
I got Schneided.
Yeah, but you didn't know it.
No, he was standing in the doorway.
Macaroni and cheese.
Thought you were closing the show.
Headlinerino. Headlinerinsky.
You're just the
Bump
second-
down the feature.
Second feature Rooney.
Expensive, yeah. High paid feature.
How much time did he do? An hour?
He did about 40 minutes or so.
Jesus, that's such a fucking
bless.
narcissistic.
People paid. They were like,
they came to see you.
Yeah, it was over. It was over.
That's a
DC
dick
Improv.
move.
Yep.
That's a dick
Looks
move.
like Elvis Costello. What is this? Rob Schneider ruffled some feathers during a recent performance at a hospital fundraiser in Canada.
Oh, what?
Canada cracks down now, dude. You can't make jokes out in Canada. They'll take you to task on that one. Mike Ward, remember Mike Ward had all that shit?
Yeah, he got banned from British Columbia, right? Something like that.
I don't know, but I know he had to pay, like he got a lot of money.
$25,000.
I think it was more than that.
Was it?
I think it was substantially more than that.
I thought it was 25 grand.
Christine's bringing it up in the queue.
That
The
he
comedian
had
was
to
hot.
pay for or pay back?
Not pay back.
He had people in the crowd that were talking the whole time, and he started to say stuff to them, and they said stuff back, and then he said something about lesbians and shit like that.
Whatever it was.
And they
he just got
complained. I guess there's an actual part of the government that you can make a complaint to, and
Things happen.
And things happened. Yeah, he got banned from doing
the Mounted Comedy Police, the MCPs.
MCPs.
He couldn't.
Hello. Was you telling a joke, eh?
That's
They
English.
They whacked their horses with white cables.
Hey,
You telling a joke, eh?
Yeah. Comedian.
The comedian was hired to do a set for the hospital. We're back to Rob Schneider now. The comedian was hired to do a set for the Hospitals of Regina Foundation's Four Seasons Ball on June 1st, but ended up upsetting the crowd with transphobic, misogynistic, and anti-vax jokes. Who's this guy, Bobby?
yeah.
Everyone in the room was groaning, saying, "What is going on?" Like whispering to themselves. Guest Tyler Allman told the CBC Wednesday, "Not a single laugh at times." At times. Allen added, "It was just it's weird to say not a single laugh. At times, there's not a single laugh at everyone's comedy set
Yeah,
at
he
times."
goes, it's weird. When he was making a point before the funny part, no one was laughing.
Yeah, no one laughed at the setups. it was just very apparent how uncomfortable everyone felt and how unacceptable the things he was talking about were. Is there any footage of this?
I'll keep looking.
It's so funny
There's
though.
gotta be.
You type in his trans joke, and probably the joke will come up that he did. But when you're doing a benefit for a hospital, you know it's not your crowd; it's a crowd that's there for the hospital. You got to kind of cater your shit a little bit to it, but it's on them too for not knowing his act.
Right, exactly. None of this money better go to the tranny ward. Don't be spending all this money on the fucking the big waste bucket for all the dicks you're cupping off.
Waste bucket.
the chopped off dicks bucket.
The dork dumpster.
It's building up like a fucking ashtray outside. Yo, how's the dick bucket? He goes, I think we got about 15 more. How much coming in? How many Asians? How many blacks?
Get a baker's dozen more.
He goes, I think you got to go and put your foot on it. He goes, let me step on it a little bit. He goes, nah, dude, we could probably get about 100 more dicks in this thing. It's starting to smell, though. It's unclear what exactly Deuce Bigalow, male gigolo star, said. Well, then what's how can it not be? It's unclear what he said. They just go, it was just trust. It was. He's like, I did a joke about how I'm terrible at baking. He goes, transphobic.
Anti-vax.
Can you show the video? He goes, no.
Yeah.
There's no video of this.
He said his grandmother died. Anti-vax.
It was bad.
Oh, drive a Lucid.
Up. Yep.
I've been seeing a lot of
it. It was bad enough that the hospital itself issued a statement condemning his remarks. While we recognize that in a free and democratic society, what a shit letter to have to write.
Yeah.
There's somebody in the ladder of writing this that was like, we sound like jerk-offs. While we recognize that in a free and democratic society, individuals are entitled to their views and opinions, and that comedy is intended to be edgy, the content, positions, and opinions expressed during Mr. Schneider's set do not align with the values of our foundation and team. We do not condone, accept, endorse, or share Mr. Schneider's positions and expressed during his comedy set and acknowledged in this instance the performance did not meet the expectations of the audience and our team. I will say it's very vague. One, I don't even really have a problem with what they're saying. You probably find that out beforehand. And also, again, when you're talking about a comedic set and saying expressing his views is not necessarily what comedy is. Expressing your views. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're making a joke.
Yeah, he's making a joke, but he's not.
But I don't know if he's saying, but like genuinely, I think vax people are dumb or something.
He's a stand-up, but he's not a. He's an actor first, and then he got back into stand-up as a way to make money.
I think he was a stand-up first.
He was a stand-up first, but not a great one. He actually went from stand-up to SNL to movies, and then went back in the latter years.
Absolutely.
You know, like we've been doing stand-up for 30 years.
Michael Richards, man. Let me tell you which one.
I know. And this is so funny.
Is even the shittiest comic in the world has one joke you wish you would have wrote, and here's my Michael Richards one.
And Jay will not get a letter. Jay is literally transphobic.
That's it.
And misogynistic. He told Christine, hurry up.
You know what's so funny? Oh, Christine, can you go back one sec? Because you know what's so funny? If you look up in that corner there where you were on the YouTube chant, one more.
Ben Affleck and J-Lo have four. Oh.
Rob Schneider evidently insulted Trump on Fox Nation. Looks like he was like doing some Fox stand-up stuff. So I'm kind of wondering.
He did. No, Fox shot specials. And they shot his special.
Was he one of them?
Really? Yeah, he's one of the specials.
Roseanne was one.
Roseanne was one, and he was one.
No
Fox,
kidding.
Yeah, Fox News shot specials.
So is he coming out as
Jesus?
Is he coming out as like
trans?
No, so he's like
he's
so Rob Schneider's doing like genuinely right-wing comedy.
He's actually he's coming out of
what a hilarious thing to find out the political edge of someone who's Deuce Bigalow, you know. Fucking, you can do it. He's like known for
wake her ass up. We got a game to win tomorrow.
Yeah, they're like, remember they're like, hey, oh, Al Franken pretended to grab a girl's tits. Like, well, you made a fucking comedian and a politician. Like, why would you vote for Al Franken to be your thing?
Yeah, it's
he's
ridiculous.
Gonna do a funny. He's gonna do a funny picture of some girl's got her honks hanging out, man.
Her honks.
Well, this is a thing where he probably found a people doing that, doing that
I
type
think that
of
was
shit.
Roseanne's thing. Yeah,
And then
people were
it's
like, finally, someone with the balls to speak up about this.
Yeah.
He goes,
Double down.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to do comedy.
Rob Schneider's the new My Pillow guy. I can't believe that Fox News did specials.
Christine, bring up the Sixers roster and salary cap breakdown. It's live right now, so I'd like to add to
I
that
had no
watching
idea.
list there. I like to see. I think they're working on a Kelly Oubre something, but Tobias Harris is hitting the bricks.
Is that what they all looked like? A Fox News set?
Sort of, yes.
Yeah, sort of.
It all was on
very
like-
red. I will say what the sets are very red on purpose.
Oh yeah,
Roseanne's too.
It looks like an American Gladiators fucking challenge, dude.
It really does. He goes, "All right, guys, I'm gonna do my first joke," and then Zap's gonna try to shoot me with a tennis ball gun.
In between jokes, I have to fucking dunk a football into a barrel.
It's so not professional comedian too, because you're coming out with a smoke machine, and you're Rob Schneider, dude.
Yeah,
you're
what are you riding on
you're
an eagle?
60-something.
He goes, "Oh my god, this guy's gonna be about to emerge like fucking."
And you can't even. There's so much other shit to look at.
Coming out like Lil Wayne.
Look at this. It's like that looks like NASCAR pre-ride footage, dude. Like, look at his name.
Rob Schneider's making his way over to the gridiron of death.
He rips into the woke at America Fest.
Now it's time to sumo off with laser. Now we're gonna do the human cannonball.
Can you play a little bit of this?
With Gemini.
The Husafel stone must be moved by BAM.
Look
and
at
now you will have to joust with Dr. Funkenstein.
Look at all this shit. I mean, this is not
It's
stand-up.
crazy. It's
America
75
America
screens.
Fest, whatever that
Yeah,
is.
America Fest is a Simpsons joke.
By the way,
is that
it says Rob Schneider, failed actor and comedian.
Failed actor and comedian.
That's what Trump called them.
That's so
Can
funny.
you play a little bit? I want to hear it. Some little. Oh, this is his speech. This isn't his stand-up.
I want to hear some.
No, but yeah.
I'd like to thank Dr. Carson. That was hilarious.
I hate his dumb gas station fedora.
Now,
Yeah, really. Doesn't even match anything else he's
what
wearing.
am I? I'm asking myself, what am I doing here? I am a traditional liberal, which apparently makes me a right-winger these days.
Sounds like me.
It's probably kind of true.
Traditional
I
liberalism,
think
women's
there's something to what he's
rights,
saying
gay
there.
Civil rights, not judging a person by the color of their skin, free speech. These are now conservative values.
Where's the laughs? This guy's LPMs are garbage.
This isn't his stand-up. This is him giving a speech.
Oh.
Yeah, this is not a stand-up.
I was checking his LPMs. He was at 0.
This is him ripping into woke at America Fest.
Yeah, this is
Dude, he's
America
got to get his LPMs up if I was giving him any advice.
Do they have a special up there? His special, I think. Was it?
I want to go to America Fest so bad next year.
Yeah, try to find his special. By the way, so now we realize that he was actually speaking at America Fest, and that stage wasn't a special, and everything we said was horseshit.
Yeah, but you know what?
No, but
It was very creative.
Radio.
We did go to it.
Theater of the Mind.
but it still says failed actor and comedian.
does
up
say
there.
that.
That's the best.
Failed
How
actor.
hilarious if on his special it said failed actor
Failed
and comedian.
actor and comedian. Dude, that'd be a great name for a special.
Failed actor comedian.
Failed actor and comedian.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
I actually,
So fun.
me
Wish
and
we-
Voss did radio with him a couple of years ago, and he's really just this. He brought his own tea.
Really?
Yeah, he brought his own tea. Me and Voss were just sitting there looking. We didn't want to say anything, and then he broke out his own tea, and he had a scarf on, and we were just like, ugh.
Remember he gets mad on the radio show? Do you remember that video that went viral for a while? It's
No.
pretty famous where he gets, bring that up.
Me and Voss started. Then we slowly just started trashing him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were like, fuck.
Was he here? Was it?
It was
here?
in. I think it was Fort Lauderdale radio.
Dude, you've been doing comedy as long as Voss too. It's so funny. He has stories. I think I might be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure he's got a story of like one time when young David Spade was in town, like as a kid, and Voss like gave him a ride somewhere, but first made him go up with him to Harlem so he could buy crack.
Holy
With,
shit.
like David Spade in the car or something. I think something like that.
He had him
Maybe
in a car seat.
Absolutely.
Do you remember when we did what was that dumbass Chicago radio?
Mancow.
Mancow
It was
sucks.
It was you, me, the two dudes from Deadliest Catch,
Yeah.
who were just like stayed up all night just booze, and they were fucking ripped.
And one half of the creative team that was the band Enough's Enough. I swear to God, Chips Enough.
It's Enough was there.
Chips Enough was there.
And that Mancow dude's like, tell this guy to fucking. He was like orchestrating. It was horrible.
Yeah, he made you raise your hand.
Yeah, it was awful.
He goes, if you want to, they prepped you before you went in. If you want to say something, raise your hand. And Mancow. First of all, I hate Mancow.
Yeah.
That you have a fucking stupid name.
Yeah, really.
That's why I'm glad Mike Calta got rid of Cowhead and just
Good
became
back pedal.
himself.
I was going to just say, you mean
I
like
hate it.
Cowhead?
Yeah, it was stupid though. Cowhead names, Mancow. But I remember I was in with Jay Davis. And he was making us raise our hand. And then I was going to say something. I raised my hand and he didn't pick me. And I just put my hand down and didn't say anything. It's like, fuck this.
Crushing.
And then when I went back.
just drank my milk.
I went back the next year and he was off the radio. They just took him off and replaced him with country.
Yeah. That guy, that was fucking horrible.
They replaced him with a country?
Didn't he have a guy there?
Oh, no, this is like way back, a long time ago?
A long time
That
ago.
happened because mine wasn't too long ago, but I did it.
He came back to radio, did politics.
Yeah, it was around the time of, because they were in the movie Death Wish, and I know they kept talking about that. His voice in the new Death Wish with Bruce Willis. They did like their voices in it, so I was around that time because they were talking about that happening. And maybe he was high on his horse, but dude, he was just shitty and dismissive and no fucking interest at all. But the next day, and I left there being like, yo, I don't want to do that. I told the press guy from Zanies, I'm like, I don't want to do that show anymore if I don't have to. It's like, I don't sell tickets for sure because I speak not at all. He runs around me. It's crazy.
But he's also wearing glasses, sunglasses the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
But he also just turns on pre-recorded bits that sound like they're happening. It's like him talking to somebody else, and he just hits like a thing. He goes, well, let's have a conversation with movie reviewer so and so, and then he hits a button, and it's him interviewing a movie, but it's not him doing it then. And
they're
then
just sitting there.
But he just there with his sunglasses on, kind of looking down, looking at papers, like not to you or
Do you
anything.
remember he had a guy
And I'm
that-
looking over, and I'm like, Chips Enough.
He had a guy there like that would do impressions like on call too. I remember that. He just had some dude. He's like, do Carl Weathers. And it's
There's
like,
a special.
The fuck you
That-
do?
We
that's
have
a little
to
better.
sign up for Fox Nation to actually get the special. This is the preview.
Can't you just
That's a little
snipe their
preview.
fucking
See if
Wi-Fi
this
from
guy's
across
a
the
piece
hall?
of shit.
That's actually a nice.
What they say. I feel something. Take some Metamucil. This problem's going to work its way out.
Oh, where's he at the
woman? Is someone who gets mad at you for something he did 3 years ago. He gave me COVID. We're going to lose to China. Joe Biden was a dog. You'd put him down. You should take a drink before this next joke. I'm serious.
Wow! Rob Schneider woke up in America.
He's drinking red wine on stage. It's so old.
Christ, dude.
He has a rosé.
He has to drink red wine. That's Fox's rule.
Ma Fangool. That made me angry.
He had red wine and a brie plate.
Yeah, I know, really.
Holy
He's like, we should all just eat a little edamame before this fucking. He wasn't shitty when I saw him at DC. I mean, the comedy I didn't watch, but like he was nice to me. But it was
He's a
just
nice
like,
guy.
Yeah,
He's a
it was
very nice guy.
weird,
He's a sweet
like,
guy.
Kind of a weird move, though.
I'm sure he's a nice guy.
You know,
Just wants to build that wall, dude.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I guess.
Can't be a nice guy.
So, have you ever had any gigs
Build the
where they
fucking
go,
wall. Get back to Gigolo.
like you get hired to do a gig and then they tell you like minutes before you're going on stage?
That happened with.
Don't make jokes
That
about
happened
this,
with
this.
Dion Cole. Oh, what? I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about something else. What?
Oh, if they go like, don't make jokes about this, like right before you go on stage.
Yeah, I
And
had
they
that.
were-
Well, I had that at colleges. I had that. I remember I bought. What the fuck is his name? On Kumian Network. What's his name with the band, the headband?
Gino
Bisconte. He was begging me, take me to college, just take me. I finally took him to one, and the kid came up and goes, "Hey guys, you say whatever you want, but we just had a sexual assault on campus, so if you could stay away from rape jokes,
sure,
and stay away from any racist jokes or anything because something else happened." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, of course I got nothing in my act about rape or, of course." And Gino was like, "Yeah." No problem. His first two jokes, rape joke, and then right into
That's
a
all he
racist
has.
joke.
You're lucky the first joke wasn't a racist rape joke.
I
say you're lucky that it was.
The kid that worked there was standing. He goes, "Why would he do that?" And I go, "I don't know."
Yeah, honestly.
He's living
and
on
then
the-
it makes you look like a fucking.
I yelled at him for an hour and 45 back to the city.
Oh my god.
He lives on shaky ground, too close to the edge.
Jesus.
I like to see this is the attendee who explains how Schneider's jokes at a hospital fundraiser were offensive. Now I'm going to tell you before I hear this guy talk, he's gay. His name's Tynan Allen. He's this kind of gay. He's gay, flamboyantly so it appears, living in Regina, Saskatoon.
Oh.
So this guy's life's tough.
This is the middle of nowhere.
This guy's life's pretty tough.
I thought it was
for
Ali
sure.
G. Quick.
Do you think? Why do you think he's gay?
His face, hair, clothes, overall thing, his Imelda Marcos glasses.
And the mustache.
Yes, Freddie Mercury
And the
mouth.
mustache. Yeah, he's wearing Laney glasses. Some fucking De Niro casinos.
Those are my glasses.
Yes, Bobby glasses also. That's
Yeah.
true. But now these are a little more like look, these could now, dude.
They're like
these are
Tootsie.
these
These
are
are
the
like
cat.
Tootsie.
Yeah, these are the cat tops. You know, where
Yeah.
they poke out at the top.
And
These are Michelle glasses.
the
And
only
what?
the only person on earth who can pull off breathable white linens is Sting.
And this guy.
Well, not
With the top
so-
button.
Oh, you mean without looking gay?
Yes.
I got you.
Sting looks pretty gay.
Okay. Well,
Right.
boom.
Even Jesus looked gay.
Yeah, nice
in linen. In
nice linen, fucking queer.
Yeah, linen's gay unless you're on vacation.
Yeah,
My
Windows
son, I
look
forgive
gay.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just watched videos of like if he'll be watched a video of Sting rehearsing a song, and he's just in these casual summer linens, and nobody else is.
Yeah.
And he just like nobody's gonna say anything to him, but it works because he's Sting.
Yeah, yeah.
But
He just
nobody could pull that off.
peels a tangerine in between songs.
What was
A fucking tangerine, not
what's
an
the
orange.
family? What's the Family Guy Sting thing? Bring up the Family Guy Sting thing when he goes up.
Oh, we gotta go.
I think we gotta go.
We gotta go.
All right, we're not going to find out what he said. Well, we'll find out tomorrow, everybody. What this allegedly homosexual man has to say about Rob Schneider.
He could just be Canadian.
My Sting linen thing kind of threw this off.
Synchronicity.
Mike Fanoia is on tour with coming up. He's going to be in Long Island, Cleveland, Chicago, and more. For tickets and all of the tour dates, go to MikeFanoia.com and follow Mike on social media at Mike Fanoia. And Big J is going to be in the Fully Loaded Festival, touring all over the country through June. Catch him on that. Funny Bone, Richmond, Virginia, July 12th and the 13th. Borgata, Atlantic City. Big show on the 27th, one night only. For tickets and all other tour dates, go to BigJComedy.com. And I'm going to be at the Funny Bone this weekend, the 14th
Oh, my God.
and 15th.
I was coughing.
Friday and Saturday, and I'll be in
Timonium, Maryland.
There you go.
Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
That's
And
all
Bobby,
right.
of course, every Tuesday, 7 p.m. at the Fat Black Pussycat Lounge. The Comedy Cellar. For tickets and all tour dates, punchup.live/Robert Kelly.
You're twisted into a zone, dude.
Now I'm coughing too much. I'm getting worried that I'm coming down with something and I'm leaving.